Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I actually went live at 11:11, and I want to talk about what that means. It means attaching meaning to things. You know how Solomon said, meaningless, meaningless, says the teacher, right? But we now get to attach our meaning to things as fractals of the soul of Logos, who is meaning itself. And as we're reshaped into the very image of the sun, I'm going to share this right now and encourage you to do the same. This is going to be a real special episode. I'm going to share it to Facebook. I want to give people, you can share it. You know how to do this. See, I spaced out awakening, awaken, awaken, awaken. So thank you for joining me for this awakening special. I am your host, Daniel Lovett. Please subscribe to this channel, notification bell and all that. Give this video a like. This helps with the algorithms, help YouTube to determine that this is important content. If you feel that about me, this is a very random and could you say? You don't have to acknowledge me publicly to do this. You don't have to attach your name to me because you're ashamed of me in some form or fashion, but you feel like this could help somebody. And indeed it will. Indeed it will. You hear me? My eye caught a book I have on my shelf behind me that was given to me by a friend who I've named before on this channel. Actually, in my podcasts that I will have for sale. Did I just say for sale? No, how about this? Name your price, suggest a donation, $10. I'm asking $10 for a session with me. That's what I'm asking for. I'm going to have it live up here too, but then you get to go over and pay for it. Okay, I'm going to be quite bold here because I need to support my family. I need to get out of poverty. I'm humbling myself before you. Oh, I drink good coffee every morning because my government supports me. My government supports me and I bless them for it. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Thank you. You knew I needed time to figure stuff out. You knew that just working me like a dog wasn't the best idea, but that to let me discover who I am. You tried all sorts of methods, Mom and Dad. Thank you for your wisdom. I honor you, government. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for your wisdom. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for helping us. I trust you because you were part of the hippie generation. You saw what the best of what was trying to happen in those moments. You saw it. You have so much wisdom because you watched your parents smoke themselves to death, so you regulate cigarettes and you put high sin tax on them. You give the sin tax to children in school instead of cigarettes to children in school. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for caring for us. Thank you for all the good decisions you make for us. We're having a hard time trusting you these days. Maybe because we've been Solomon's son who lacked wisdom and he listened to his peers instead of his elders. We still have a hard time trusting you if you don't point us in the direction of Jesus Christ. He is our bedrock and he is our salvation. He is our bedrock and our salvation. If you don't point to Jesus, we can't trust you. I'm sorry, you have to go. You have to go. Hey, I just saw your comment. Jessica, hi. Hi, Jessica. I'll tell you about a Jessica I met on a plane. I was coming back from Spokane, Washington, visiting my family, and I realized how much like my dad I am and how innocent we are in it. We just want to talk with someone. We want to have their attention and say, look what I can do. Look what I know. Like for me, it's what I know. Like I'm fairly intelligent. I can hold down a conversation on many playing fields. That's my gift. Maybe it's my curse. Because I was looking forward to talking to a young lady hopefully on the way home. Sit next to someone who's attractive and beautiful and appealing. You can decide how creepy that is to you or not. I hope it's not. I hope it's not. Please don't be offended by my confession. But I found a Jessica and we talked about hot yoga. We did. We talked about marijuana. And I was having a really hard time overcoming my programmed prejudice against marijuana. And she was like, no, it's good. It's good. She was an angel to me. Her name was Jessica. And she was wonderful. She was an angel. She sat next to me. We talked. And I loved her, and not in a creepy way, but in a brother sister kind of way, but with like a hint of flirt. Was that wrong? I don't know. I don't know how wrong that was. She handled it well. She was very kind. She opened up to me once she got to know me. And we're walking out on the gangplank out of the plane, and going on our different directions. And she's like, you know what? I could really use a hug. I'm like, I will hug you. I love you. We met on a plane. And I love you. I'm not falling for you. We didn't run off together. But I just want you to know I love you, Jessica. So thank you for being you. Thank you for being a Jessica in the world. Thank you for being someone we love. Thank you for being a bright, shining beacon of light and love. No pressure. You're connected to the source. Jesus has connected you to the source. You got an umbilical cord from Papa. And he's not going anywhere. He never leaves you or forsakes you. Yeah. So I'm having fun talking with Jessica here at 11:11. No, it's not 11:11 anymore, but it will be again for a few more time zones throughout the day. Ah, it's nice. Nice to sit here with you and drink my coffee on this beautiful morning. This beautiful morning. By the way, if you have not watched, I'm so sorry for doing this. I'd love to provide a frequency for you to enjoy. And don't get any ideas, Jessica, by the image of this video that I'm about to post, okay? This is the soundtrack to my voice. Tune into that. Click on it. Here, I'll give you the link in the chat there, in the live chat. There it is, the soundtrack to my voice. Don't get any ideas, Jessica. I know it's a picture of us facing each other in what looks like an intimate way, but while we carry feminine, masculine qualities, we are neither male nor female. Truly. We're spirit to spirit. Sister and brother. Are we getting too close, Jessica? Am I hitting on you? No, it's not my intention. I don't want to steal you away from your husband. In fact, I want to tell you to love your husband with everything you have, like Sarah did for Abraham. Like, I'll give you my body. Sorry, am I doing like sex therapy right now? Yeah, I am. Sorry about that. I give you my body. I open myself completely to you. I serve you. Other people will think I'm a doormat because of how well I love you, husband. Because of how well I love you, husband. And I fight back too. I'm a little feisty. I resist you. I argue with you all the time, and you've learned to enjoy it. You enjoy our arguments, and so you provoke them just so we can talk late into the night. I understand you. I see you. And I hear you. And I love you. I love you with all my heart, my one and only. I will hear your confession of love. So that's stuff you say to your husband. It's going to be beautiful. What is the link? The above link. Are you concerned about the link, the soundtrack to my voice? It's another YouTube video of 222 hertz, which is what today is. It's February 22nd, 222. Thought it was appropriate. Hey, the image is not that bad either, I don't think. I'm enjoying it, personally. A lot of spirits tell people who use drugs to access the spiritual realm that they don't have to get them there that way or use that. I think that they actually want us to build a discipline from our body. That is true, Angel. Thank you for that word of wisdom. This is why a lot of the ascension teachers have forsaken all forms of drug and how they have built a discipline within their body. And it does, what you're doing is you're generating your own drugs within you, your own cannabinoids and THC. I don't know. Cannabinoids, that's what it is. Cannabinoids in your own brain. You have them in your own body. You learn to access them. And see, there's beautiful ways of doing that. And psychedelics, you got the DMT in your mind and your brain, which we use to dream. We're so good to ourselves. So if you want to talk about that, we can. It's fine. I could admit my weakness that I have needed at times a breakthrough, and I've used drugs to do that. Drugs. I honor them. Like I don't disparage them at all. This is Mother Herb. This is healing herb to me, It's healing. It healed me. I'm sorry if that offends you. I ask you to forgive me, and we have to part ways because we don't agree on something. I'm so sorry. I don't want to lose you out of my life. You know what I mean? I understand. All right. Jesus will meet you in some other way. If that's your line in the sand, like relationship with Daniel, or, the fact that he doesn't take a hard stance against what's been dubbed marijuana, what's been given a name, she, who should have no label or name, she who is a mystery among the herbs. Okay? Honor it as God honors it. He created it. He loves it. He has distinguished her with a special honor. Yes, he did. They have special honor, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. I'm sticking up for some of God's creation here that's been disparaged and cursed. I don't agree with that. That's wrong to do that. And see, I'm making a judgment. It's like, well, maybe it's right to do that. I could see your point of view. If you feel differently, I understand you. I could seriously go down that route. I didn't choose to, though. And I don't choose to. I'm sorry about that. I kind of chose a different path, a divergent path from the way you see it. Can you honor the way I see it? Can you I see it from without fear of losing that path that you chose? Because you still want that path. You want to view it a certain way. You're not willing to budge. You're not willing to have a different thought to, for in your mind to maintain a relationship with me. This random guy on the internet who hits on Jessica. I didn't actually. Jessica, I love you. Namaste to you, sister. Okay, cool. I love your comments, Jessica. I probably missed this, but what's the significance biblical numerology of 222? And I'll thank you for that question. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You could take that so many ways. So I want to explain the significance of 222. Thank you for asking the question. I shared this in a previous video as well, which I highly encourage you. I cried, I sobbed, snot bubbles. Do you want to see snot bubbles? And the greatest commercial for love you've ever seen in your whole life. Okay. It's not streaming down my face. It's very flattering to my ego to be seen in that state where I'm sobbing in front of you. It's wonderful. I had a tremendous breakthrough today. Sean Foyt called it. You know this? He gets on for 30 seconds yesterday on Facebook Live. And I queue up the live stream. And he's like, "Hey guys, I never really do this, but it's gonna be 222 tomorrow, and it's gonna be a great breakthrough day. Okay, bye." That was it. We're just left like, "Oh, what?" It's Ollie. Usually people go live for 5 hours. I mean, what's this 30-second stuff going on here? So 222. I'll tell you a little quick story, and I want to develop this story, which I did not do to the full extent. And I might have to queue up a blog here and share the link. Okay, for any of you who are not listening to the soundtrack of my voice, I want to share that, make you aware of I'm listening to music, and you should too. That it will help just to have this experience with me. Okay, where was I? 222. Yes, the blog. I have to queue it up, probably. Type in 222 Daniel Lovett. Let's see what happens. Daniel Lovett. He is so internet famous. 222 Daniel Lovett. And all of a sudden, the first 4 things that come up in the search is daniellovett.com. I think God's into numbers. Question mark. Oh, sacred geometry. Daniel Lovett. Ooh, a video of me right now. 222 Awakening Special is in the video suggestion. Oh, another one from Awakening. 222 Awakening from the Third Dimension. Ooh, that's the video I just made about this. I'm internet famous. All right. So I have lots of numerology stuff on my um, page. I'm going to share a link to this first post. It might not be the full post that I want. Oh, and by the way, if you want to donate to this ministry, if you consider this a service to you that I'm providing, you can donate at the links provided in the description of this video. It's through our music site, which is where is that? Oh, there's the CD that I made called Reflect Love. If you head on over to reflect.bandcamp.com, you can listen to that and so much more new music we're coming out with on a continual basis. Here's your commercial for this evening. And you can support this work and help me feed my children, even though the government's doing quite nicely at that right now. They're taking care of us. Mom and Pop love me. They're not fattening me up for the day of slaughter. They love me. They're going to stand up to those bullies. There's going to be some adults in the room that come to our Lord of the Flies world. And we're all going to weep like babies because we're going to see Jesus in each other in mass. It's going to be beautiful. Wonderful. So, did I share that link? Yes, I did. 222 blog. Basically, I was driving around. I had this guitar in my back of my car with 222 on it. You can read about it in the blog if you want to learn more details. And then I saw later on a sign, on the side of a building. I have a picture of it. It's in my hometown, Appleton here, 222. And I was like redirected in traffic to get there. I had to, construction blocked my path. So I had to turn this way to see this that day. And then I'm like, wait a minute, what day is it? 222. It was. So I said, God, I'm not going to Google What this is about, I want you to tell me. I want I want you to tell me. Will you tell me about this tonight in my dream? That's what I'm asking for. Tonight in my dream. And so I went to bed that night and had a dream, and I became lucid in my dream. And I'm like, oh yeah, hey, angels. I was hanging out with angels. You know, can you tell me what 222 is all about? And instantly they said, it's dimensions. And I saw a box 2 feet high, 2 feet deep, 2 feet wide. And then they showed me the X, Y, Z in like space scale, like X, Y, and Z, the 3 dimensions, 3 dimensional reality. 222 represents 3 dimensional reality. Were you hoping for something a little more magical? You're the one who teaches us how to play, remember? You're the children at play. You're the children at play. You get to infuse things with meaning for us. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Well, I hope you are enjoying this little love session we're having and this sex therapy. What else do we talk about? Oh, yeah. It's great how comfortable you are with your personality, brother, in Christ. Still waiting for the day to be more that way. Yes, and it's a choice, and it's a choice you'll have to pay for too. People misunderstand you, but it's okay. It's worth it because we're actually connecting with each other. It's worth it for me to be a difference in your life. I say that to whoever's watching right now. I'm connecting with you in spirit, and I'm loving you, saying you're my brother, you're my sister. So yeah, I might have been talking to a girl first and was like, I'd see you as my brother. No, sister. I know it's a little impersonal because we're through a screen right now, but I just want to send out my love to you over the frequency airwaves of this broadcast. And as best that can be received as support, as a spirit guide to you. Because I'm here's what I'm saying. Follow me as I follow Christ. And you can learn more about that in some of the, just go to my for sale page and purchase the $9.95 MP3 of my voice telling you the secrets about all this stuff because I'm so important. And I'm holding back from you to tease you, to be like, give me your money. This is a stick up. No, actually, it's free, okay? You can download it for free if you want. It's I'm putting it for name your price. I'll have some downloads up of some talks I gave. And it's name your price, and I put a suggested donation kind of thing in there because I'm like, hey, I want to pay for things. I want to not just be supported by the government and actually like, can I do this for a living? Can I do this? I like doing this. Would you pay me to do this? Sit here and talk with you and give you sessions and stuff. Hey, I'll give you sessions. You want a session? Who's into sessions? Who wants to have a one-on-one session with me over Zoom? Would you pay me for that? Name your price. I will do that. I will do that. And you have to understand what you're asking for. Me time away from my little boy who I could be playing exploding kittens with right now. That's not happening because this is. Can everybody give me a big thumbs up for that? Like, just smash that like button. Like, boom. You are not spending time with your son. No, oh no. I just got tons of these. Oh, it hurts. Oh. Thank you for that like. Okay, you're hearing my real heart, okay? Because you're my brother, you're my sister, you're my child who I love. I'm your papa. Can I be your papa? Have you ever watched Matchstick Men? Come on, I'm bringing you into that movie. If you have seen it, if you haven't, you can watch it in the future and come back to this moment and just relive this with me, okay? Have you ever seen Matchstick Men at the end? Do you see the longing in her eyes? Can you be my papa? will you be my dad? I love you. And he's like, will you be my daughter? I love you. I love you. I will be your daddy. I'll be your daddy. I'll adopt you. Okay, I'm 44. If that makes you feel any better, maybe I am older than you. I don't know. Like, well, I'm a 42-year-old. So I guess, you could have had me at the age of 2, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe your sperm was developed by that stage. I'm sorry. Did we get derailed right now? Are we having fun? Are we having fun? And that's equally as valid. You just break into a joke and all of a sudden, you know what? That's equally as valid. That represents something in my heart where I'm in pain and I laugh. I'm in pain and I laugh. Oh, I judged myself for that, didn't I? Yeah. But you can join in the joke. You can laugh. You have our freedom to do that. You have our blessing to do. Will you do that, please? I don't want you to restrain yourself from laughing. Maybe something inappropriate, I might say. Cheers. I'm not sure Jessica wants to be with Snotty Boy anyway. Once you see my previous video, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like, she wasn't going for that flirtation stuff for one moment. He blew snot bubbles. He sobbed like a baby. And he made an inappropriate joke and he said the F word a lot. I counted how many times. I think it was 26. He said the F word 26 times. Can you give me a big old like for that? More swearing. Come on, all you cursors. You love swearing. You love that release of what that word can give you. No likes for that? None? Give me a like. Somebody just logged in. They didn't hear me the question. Can I just have a like from you, sir or ma'am? Whoever just joined right now, can you give this a like? That would really help the algorithms. Wow, I just got 2. That's amazing. You're amazing. You're amazing. I'm like watching it. Oh, I got another like. Oh, that just blesses me. I want to talk about the fact that I'm not just a narcissist. Maybe I have a motivation of love in saying pay attention to me because maybe I have something good to give you. Maybe I have something in my heart that's like, I will make a fool of myself to tell you this, to share this with you, to love you, to say, prodigals come home. It's time. It's time for the resurrection of the dead. I think you're ready. I think you're ready to be trusted with the keys of the kingdom, little children. I'm releasing my sons and my daughters and giving them gifts. My little X-Men, your supernatural gifts. We joked about today, me having the supernatural gift of fumigating and clearing out rooms with my ghost pepper farts. These are the jokes I have with my children, right? Dad's superpower is ghost pepper farts. And then my little son, I want to be like you, Daddy. I have ghost pepper. I have pepper farts too. I have little pepper farts. Mine's a sweet pepper. Boop. This is what life is. You get to enjoy your family and your friends. This is what life is enjoying that music, that song that came on. My God, I listened to a beautiful song yesterday. And if for anyone who's not listening to the soundtrack to my voice, go up in the live chat, click on the link. You can have 2 YouTube videos going on at once. I hope it just doesn't take you away from this. Oh my gosh, I just thought about that. Does it really do that? Would it take you away from this? Do you have it set up to where it creates a new tab? See how panicked I am at the thought of losing you? I love you. So subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell if you want to be woke like me. You do not have to do snot buttables publicly. Probably. You probably want to, though, at some stage. You'll want to, and you won't care. You'll love so much you'd be willing to be the fool to show that love to all the significant others around you. Yeah, pouring yourself out as a love offering to the world. As a love offering to the world. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for incarnating to love us, you precious soul. You beautiful, light filled soul. Is that okay, Tracy? Did I say your name right? I took that saying from a lady who I think is a Tracy right now. This is very embarrassing that I can't recall. Trisha Barker. Thank you. Trisha Barker just went through the spirit realm and like, no, you knucklehead. My name's Trisha Barker. Get it right. I'm like, okay, thanks, sis. You're awesome. You are awesome, Trisha Barker. I love you, Trisha Barker. Not that way. Well, yes, I do, but not really. Oh, am I denying my heart? Oh, to talk with you is just so amazing. That interview I had with you was actually really good. I think people should go listen to my interview with you, Trisha Barker. Now they're really intrigued. They want to see if they can spot any spark of romance between the two. It's like the Civil Wars, Joy Williams and that other guy. Let's see if there's any spark of romance. I know they're both married to someone else, but look at the way they look at each other. Look at the intimate music they make together. Oh, they are lovers. They have to be. They've got to be lovers. Are you kidding me? I can't accept the fact that they're not lovers. What? You know? I'm just having a bit of fun with you. I really am. I'm having fun on this day of awakening. See? See how I just like just bring it back? All right, rein it in, Daniel. You're getting a little too intense for them. I'm not wanting to associate with you. And I'm kidding. You know what? I actually thought that you didn't want to associate with me because I was like, I wasn't seeing any of the comments in the chat. I was like, oh, they all checked out. Oh my gosh, they're all like, okay, Daniel. But then I like just touched it and all of a sudden, boom, it's like, whoa, where'd all those comments come from? Oh, I guess I was scrolled up a little bit and just hung out there, on the screen. Let's read some of these comments. I love interacting with you. I kept seeing repeating numbers in relation to a certain topic. I kept seeing 111. It seems to mean different things to everyone. Exactly. Yes, because 1111 is all about meaning. It's the meaning that we bring to the world. So, and Jesus validating all our stories, all our meaning. So what does it mean to awaken? What's the point of awakening? How do we awaken? Thank you, Justin Targ, for that comment. What does it mean to awaken? Wake up, O sleepers, rise from the dead, and Christ will shine on you. It's coming to the awareness of who Christ is and being in whatever stage of your growth and development that you want to be, that you choose to be. Okay? That's what awakening is. And your growth is, your direction is celebrated. And wherever you are in that stage of growth, let me encourage you, if you get stalled out, we'll come and push your car for you. Metaphorically and literally, we'll come and push your car for you. Okay, if you stall out. That's what we're here to do for each other. As we express ourselves, as we dance and sing and play for each other. That's what we're here to do, is to play. If you like to play, hit that like button. Of course, some of you are wanting to like it twice. You're actually taking the like away when you do that. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if that's true. It's true for Facebook, but maybe not here. So Jessica says, Jesus is you, your key to awakening. Amen to that, Jessica. You're awesome. Thank you for being such an awesome sister. Anissa says, I would pay you for sure. Okay, thank you, Anissa. You're amazing. You're amazing. Oh, you're amazing. Thank you. I'm your sister, but I have to go. My daughter is beckoning me for real. LOL. Yes. Okay. So I'm just waiting for my son to knock on the door like real loud. It's either it's lunchtime or he wants to play a game. And I'm probably going to say goodbye to y'all if he does that. See, because I'm like, I do love my kids so much. We prioritize, don't we? And that's okay. We honor the way we prioritize certain people in our lives. We honor the fact that husbands prioritize their wives. We don't make demands of them unnecessarily. We find the right time to hang out, to spend time. We don't master another person's time, and to where it ever feels like we're using someone or stealing too much of their life away from their commitments to invest their life to one. I'm committed to my wife, you know? So that's why I usually do this late at night. After my family goes to bed, I'll jump on here live and we'll have a session and I'll channel some Akashic records for you. I'll pray for you. We'll get some prophecy in the house. Yeah. So I'm going to get back to comments here. I only learned that limiting God was wrong. I never say what an actual number means all the time. I'm learning it changes. And I love living that way. Yes, it does. It changes because we change and we grow and it's beautiful. I miss watching you though. And Nissa says, I'm 40. She says, yeah, I could be your 4-year-old father. That's kind of where that conversation went. All right. Jessica says, I'm a young man. Thank you for that. I'm a young man. Y222. Yes, beautiful. I think we're talking more about that. We'll get further into that. I did share a link up in the description, or the chat rather, for my 222 blog. You can see that. You can find that. You can learn more there. But we'll try to hit some of the highlights. Whoa, you're 20 years older than me. Angel says, bless you, Angel. I have been learning a lot on 222 lately. Yes. Justin says, I love swearing. Yeah. Should we say something right now? Like, I almost want to, but I'm like, I don't want to offend people, honestly, too, at the same time. Well, we feel old, LLO, at 25 these days, but my new spirituality is taking me out of that. I've found out a lot of things all this age that I could have found out much later. So I realized knowledge makes me feel young. Yes, we learn. Wonderful. There's so much packed into that. I'm like, it'd take me a while just like, really marinate with that, what you just said. That's the meaning I'm attaching to it. It's like, okay, I see a thought there that I want to explore. And you just sparked something for me, you know, that I would love to tease out. All right, Jessica says the healing meditation, you'd be great on a black screen for 10 hours to sleep to. Thank you, Jessica. I'm 75 and feel younger than ever in the Lord. Happiness to everyone and God bless you. Shalom. Illumination. Okay, this is our new illumination. We're going to do this. This is something that we're attaching meaning to. Illumination. Shalom. Wholeness. Peace. Just play it on a laptop. You're 75 years young. Yes, you are. James. Bless you. Don't say woke. Somebody says what? Somebody got offended by a woke statement? Amen, James. Yeah, right. Light-filled souls. Hey, Jessica, we've only just begun. Absolutely. Where is Trisha? Trisha Barker. It's an interview I had with her on this channel. You'll have to search for it. Maybe it's under the heading Sozo Talk Radio, which I used to go by. I used to go by that. I only just made the decision like a year ago or whatever. I'm like, I want to be more, you got to call it what it is kind of thing. Christian Mystic Podcast, Awakening with Daniel Lovett, honestly, is what I'm going with mostly. God bless you. We're all just trying to to make love. Make love, not war. Yes, we're making love in all kinds of ways. It's not just the physical sexual act, which is nice at times with your significant other that you commit to for the rest of your life under a legally binding contract till death do you part. Isn't that beautiful? It is. I want to honor marriage. The marriage bed is holy and undefiled. We have to pay attention and listen to our parents, our father and mother, because they know best. This is what Jesus would want, for us to listen to the instruction of our Father and our fathers. Hear their love. Hear their love. Perhaps use their ceiling as your floor, right? And this is the best way to do it, through honoring them, and for honoring our government and our parents and those among our parents that we elected to be part of our government in this democracy, okay? That we elected in a fair election that was totally fair, completely no dead people voting, no, people we consider not part of our country voting. I'm sorry about that, by the way, guys. All right. We just have these walls, these boundaries for our lives and for our home. You can't just waltz into our house kind of thing, And I'm not being an asshole when I say that. You have to understand that. Well, you asshole, you won't let me come into your house. I'm sorry, just boundaries. I don't know. You were born in that country and I was born in this one. And there's boundaries. The fathers set them up. Okay. And they're figuring things out as we go along. And you're going to be part of that. And I have to go now because we're going to have lunch and I want to be with my family. I heard the door jiggle. Maybe I'll give it a few more minutes. I'll give it to 12. Where was I? How did you awaken? Odil says, and I don't know. It's all just a gift of God. I don't know. I just woke up one day. And there's stories about it too. And there's the stories and meaning I attach to all that, which you can find on my channel. And, I think I entitled one My Near-Death-Like Experience, just to get extra clicks, just to clickbait that one. Because I'm trying to, and then the video turned out to be kind of like choppy and, sorry guys, I didn't give you my best quality. I try. Or do I? I don't know. I'm just real. I think that has a value in its own authenticity, vulnerability. So maybe every once in a week you can go on at this time. Then the rest of the weeks you can do it at night if it fits best for you or your beautiful family. Thank you, Angel. What a wonderful suggestion. I should shake it up a little bit. Yeah. And for anybody who wants to do a session and then donate money, I can do that. I would love to do that. You name your price. Who wants to do a session with Daniel? I'm serious, like a Zoom prayer intensive and conversation. Who wants to do that? You want to do that? Do you want to let me into your life? And just I could be your paid whatever counselor or something. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I know it's awkward. It's weird. If you were here and money was no object and I had the time and I could clone myself to have all this time, we'd go out for drinks. We'd be friends. This is weird. This is awkward. I'm sorry about the distance that it imposes through Zoom and, through financial boundaries. If you don't have any money, I'm fine. I'll do it for free. I'll serve you for free like that. Even though I want to reach the masses, I want to preach to the whole world. I'm going to pour my heart out to the whole world, but you're the one who's important too. Do you need a one-on-one with me? Would you like that? Can I serve you in that way? You don't want to have money part of that that just soils it. And I agree. I agree with you. It's weird. It's awkward. I don't like it any more than you do. I don't. Because I want you to believe that you're loved, not because somebody pays you to. That's fucked up. Okay. All right. I love you. And no, we're not going to run off together. I'm committed to my wife. I'm sorry. I know I'm handsome. I'm amazing. I'd make you really beautiful babies. I would. I would. And a part of me wants to, but no. I'm under restraint for love's sake. I restrict my freedoms for love's sake. This is how love works. Love you. Isn't this fun? Nice talking with you, Jessica. It's great to meet you. I'm your secret lover. No, just kidding. Love you, Jessica. You stole my heart on that plane. Oh, you talked with me. You honored me. You loved me. You told me marijuana was not a sin. Thank you for that. We talked about hot yoga. That was kind of sexy. Not gonna lie. Anyway, sorry. Getting into it again. Oh, I'm so having fun, you guys. I hope it's not at anybody's expense. I do love you. And I love how you brought that up. Daniel, you said we were talking about marriage at the time, and I said contract, and then it says contract or covenant. I love that. Thank you for bringing the beauty of that. This is why we need each other. Like reminding me of the beauty of the covenant, the beauty of, no, pierce my ear. I will be your bond slave for life. I love you that much. I know I have won my freedom, but I want to serve you forever. I want to love you with my all. That's covenant, not just contract. Your contract's fulfilled. It is paid in full, Jesus said. Paid in full. That's what it is finished meant. Your contract is paid in full. Now you're free to roam around the cabin. It's a pretty big cabin. I know that's a poor metaphor because the world is your playground. You know, the universe is your playground. There's no limits to where you can go, to which spirit, and you can put out a call and reach somebody across the universe if you dial the right number, you know? And you're connected to the mainframe of divine consciousness. You can hack all kinds of things. You could do whatever you want. That's your freedom. All right, got some more comments. Have a great, beautiful lunch and a day with your family. See, I'm not even gone yet. I didn't even go to lunch. It's like 11:59. I think I'll wait for them to knock again. Honestly, I'll stay with you until then. And you've been waking up at 3:32 and 2:22 in the morning. This morning I woke up at just before 4:44, and I looked over at the clock. You know, when first time I looked at the clock, it was 4:44. Oh, okay. So I went on live and did a little over an hour special, like another one. You should watch it. It's really good. If you like this, you will like that as well. What do you prophesy? Wait, do you prophesy? Yes, I do. That's so cool. I never knew that you did this on here. That's wonderful. Yeah, I'm going to start doing more ministry and stuff. Like, I want to pray for you guys. No, lovely, lovely. LOL, I need this confidence boost. You have at 44, but now at my age, LOL. Bye. I agree. I offer counseling service as well, and it's okay to charge. What goes around comes around. cast our poverty mentality. So if you'd like to do a session with me, contact me. I'll give you my email address. We can set up a Zoom call. Okay. Email for Zoom hangout. I'm not even going to call it a counseling session because you're probably going to minister to me as much as I minister to you. Okay. We're giving and receiving both. We're going to learn how to do that. Okay. andreflect@gmail.com. Email me. And, if you want to do the whole, donation thing, that's fine. I don't even expect it. I just want to, you know what I mean? Like, I just so want you to know that you're loved, that that's not an issue. So it's hard. It's hard to put a charge on things like that. Here it is. Sent the email. But, yeah. Jessica says wrong Jessica. What? Okay. Limbo. It's not a sin to eat, drink, and be merry. Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting, isn't it? He gives us all good things to enjoy. So enjoy your life. Drink your wonderful glass of wine and have your beer with your friends. Smoke that occasional cigarette with passion. Under control. Okay, that's when you enjoy it anyway, right? You only enjoy it when you've gone without it for a while. It's kind of like sex. That's why there's a comparison, smoking the cigarettes after sex metaphor. I'm just going with it. So this is great. What you said, we love our freedom as humans, but we give it up for the greatest things like love, because love is better than freedom because it offers freedom in a different way. Yeah, you have the freedom to make the most loving choice. That's a better tattoo than you have the freedom to make the very best choice. Good thing I didn't get that first option tattooed on my arm yet. Now I can go with you have the freedom to make the loving choice. That's wonderful. It's wonderful. Now I'm seeing a pray for me. So I want to honor that. I want to honor that. I'm just going to say your YouTube name. No, I don't need to. I don't know it. I don't know your real name. Okay, I'm going to read more and more comment. Angel says, I'm trying to access my records for me from God. I have been looking for his direction only, not learning to any one way to hear him, but to open to hear him. I'm sorry, I'm such a poor reader sometimes. It's like, I think it's my vision. It's like, it's far away. Not really. I don't curse my vision at all. I have 20/21 vision. It's lovely. Okay. Not learning, open to hear him speak in any way he wants to speak. Amen. Odile. Odilile. Odilile. I hope I'm saying it correctly. Sending abundance and blessing your way, Odilile. Amen. Shandorokoi shinma sandoroi. Hindai telamon. This is often how I start in praying for someone. I check in with the host of heaven by praying in my prayer language. Kanai shinmo koen. Putting out the request for you right now into the ether. See, I'm making it all mysterious. Making it all mysterious. Like, oh, I'm going into the ether now. I'm meeting with the living Akashic records. And they're saying Odilile. Maybe they're not saying Odilile because they would get their name right. Maybe I'm just a dullard and I'm saying Odilile. But it's Odi Lyle. Or Odi Lily. Odi Lily. Odi Lily. Odi Lily. Odi Lily. That's how they'd say it in India or something. Odi Lily. Odd Lily. We haven't explored that option yet. See, I'm still praying for you. I'm not really making fun of you at all. I'm loving you and asking, what am I asking from you? See, I've come to ask something from you. That's what this is about. That's what needs to happen right now. There's somebody you need to forgive. There's somebody you need to love. See, I'm imposing all these things on you, all this law. Guess what? You're free. You're free not to do any of that. You're free not to give yourself away. You're free not to be abused. You're free to fight for the beauty in you. You're free to be the runaway bride and stand up for yourself and speak your truth. Oh, you're so free to do that. Please do. Resist us. We want you to. We want you to. You'll know when it's time to want to do one thing or the other, okay? You'll hear your own spirit guides directing you on what to do in every situation. If you ask, asking, you ask not and you shall not receive, right? Everyone who asks receives. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Everyone who asks and keep on asking will receive. Everyone who seeks and keeps on seeking, they shall find. Whoever knocks and keep on knocking, the door will be opened to you. These are words engraved in your heart. These are words of perseverance. Perseverance. Ah, Delisle. E. Odalisle. Odalisle. That's how I would say it. Kind of like that. Odalisle. Lovely name. Your parents are very odd. I'm just kidding. They're not. Odalisle. I love your name. I love your parents for giving you that name. Your parents love you. Your parents love you. It's guaranteed. It's a guaranteed love. You hear me? It's a guaranteed love, no matter what kind of misunderstanding happens between you and misunderstanding their love, seeing their love as restriction and law, whatever it may be, in any kind of way, like you're imposing on them, like you could read this into all kinds of scenarios, no matter how old they are, no matter if they're even still alive or not. See how much I'm declaring that I don't really know? I'm not pretending to know, but I'm saying that your parents' love on some level is real. Even if, then I go to imagining the worst scenario. I'm like, I'm preaching my own ignorance right now. I don't know what's happened to you. And you're going to have to let somebody in to see you, to know you, to hear your confession. Somebody who won't repeat it. They don't need to repeat it. It doesn't need to be repeated. Somebody to be Jesus to you, be your high priest, to hear your confession, and to be your friend, to laugh with you, to love you, to hear your confession of forgiveness for someone who's wounded you, to hear your confession of love for that significant other that we covenant ourselves to. So that's how we pray in a fun way. Udalile. Hello, Bahara. Bahara, I love you. I'm reading my Descent into Death, A Second Chance at Life, because of my friend Ollie B. Really? Oh, wow. Everyone's got go get. Sorry, I'm like reading it from a distance. I'm like, everyone go got it. I think that's what it meant to say. On Kindle now. She corrects later. Okay. It's not just me. Just saying. Okay. Thanks, Jessica. You're awesome. By the way, I have interviewed Howard Storm. I'm thinking many of you might know that. Do you know that, Jessica, that I interviewed Howard Storm? Because I'm so cool. I got the coolest channel around. I interviewed Howard Storm. It was my fourth interview, or maybe it was my second. It was my second. He was like my number one choice. I'm like, can I interview Howard Storm? Yeah, I want to interview him. So we talked about aliens. Isn't that fun? Yeah, you've listened to that one, maybe? I don't know. It's like 2 hours. I don't. Yeah. Gosh, who's got the time? See, I'm here, and I'm here. I'm here saying, pay attention to me because I want to help you. So stick with me as long as is helpful to you. And here's my child probably asking me to go to lunch. So here's where I say, smash that like button, share this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You're going to be thankful that you did. And support this guy by buying his content, buying his music, buying his talks, buying his book, when it comes out. Praying for him, loving him. Thank you for your support. I do gain support from your positive attention and the energy you send me. And then don't see me as just a wolf feeding off of your energy like a vampire. Don't see it as that. It's just really healthy. Can be. Something good is happening here. And it's a huge stroke of trust in me for you to do all of that, for you to invest any of your time in me, letting me influence you. Okay. So thank you for your support. I love you all. Goodbye for now.